Ah Chodesh Kislev. Kislev, after fire comes riches. Hashem will say that Pshat is, it's the modern version of that. Hashem will say because person's going through a hard time, you don't know if the person's going through a hard time. Personal, you don't know. But a safe everyone sees. Everyone sees when this person has a fire. So everyone sees the person has a fire. So then it's like the people misfollow the person. The sort of becomes a guilt everybody. People misfollow, I'm with them Yikra. I'll say that the Talmud, the Tzor has to call himself. Tell him when he's Mitzvah. The Kadesh is followed. That's one shot. So the tzaddik kind of shot is because in order of spheres, you have chesed, then you have gemura, and then you have rachman. So it's the gila gemura. Right away afterwards has to be gila rachman. So safe is gemura, fire is rachman. So after gemura is to be rachman. Nice structure. First I give a chesed, then I give a gemura, and then I give gila rachman. But with that, such as I start laughing this way. Sometimes a person goes to gemuras, and there's three gemuras, and there's no rachman. Maybe like most people it works this way. And after there's a gila before there's a gila rachman, so you can say that it's a tefillah that should gila rachman. So that's what Baal Shem says. So Tzedek says no, because it's the structure of the Sfiras. And once there's a gila before there has to be a gila rachman. And if there's a gila of chesed, it has to be gemuras afterwards. Every time you have chesed, you're going to have gemura right afterwards. Every time you agree, you have rachman, so how does it work? Pshat is you have any idea what pshat is? No. Okay. So therefore. I don't know. Pshat is like this. Some people are stuck in gemuras the whole life, and they don't have rachman. Chodesh, Kislev. Talked about when we spoke about cheshbon, that you have to happen, that you have to do gemuras. Gemuras means that you're accepting what you're experiencing. And by accepting what you're experiencing, you're allowing to go through this process, then you can let it go. So a person's experiencing Gemura and is trying to push away the Gemuras and not experience the Gemuras, he doesn't want to deal with the Gemuras, then he's not going to get the Rachman. He's not going to get to, you're not going to get there. You have to go through the Avodah of Avraham, which is Chesed, and the Avodah of Yitzchak, which is Gemuras. The Daf Yitzchak gives birth to Yaakov, Feres, Rachman. And what was the Avodah of Yitzchak? What was the Avodah of Gemuras of Yitzchak? The Avodah of Gemuras of Yitzchak is the Cheres of Beis, two big wells. This idea of digging a well. Digging a well means that there are certain waters that are naturally flowing, and there are certain waters that are under the ground. What you do when you dig a well is you draw out the waters that are stuck underneath the ground. So Gemura means that you know that there's water underneath the ground. The moment you can go, you're stuck in the waters. So what you you want to do is you want water, so you go out of the ground and you look for waters. One is to go deeper into the waters itself, to go to the bottom of the water, to the depth of the water, because the depth of the water is always chassadim. You know what I'm talking about? When you have gvura, when you have gvuras in your life, you have dinim, you have constrictions, you have limitations. There's no gilui, there's no revealing. It seems to be dark. And you want it to gush forth water, and you want it to be chassadim. So sometimes the way to get chassadim is to go deeper into the gvuras, and get deeper into the gvuras, then you break open the water, then you get fresh water. What's a mashal to this? Okay, so it's very important to understand the mashal and the nimshal. Mashal is so you're going through a hard time. It's an nimshal. You're going through a hard time, and something's stuck. And you want to get out of that stuckness. It's an uncomfortable stuckness. It's an uncomfortable situation. And you would rather be in a situation where it was different. It was chassadim, it was clear, it was a gilui, it was revealing. So what do you try to do? You try to either create like a lot of chassadim, try to create a lot of noise, something to generate it. Or you try to go back in your memory where you had these experiences, try to relive them and say, okay, but then it was good. Or, what you say is, there's a ratzon, there's a desire that Hashem wants me to be in this situation right now. And the reason why I'm going through this situation now is because that's the ratzon Hashem also. There's a noich Hashem l'kecha, and there's a noich aster aster. Sometimes a noich Hashem l'kecha. Sometimes the Ibsh takes $9. That's one of my chesed. Then there's another type of chesed. The moichi aster aster. That to recognize that even in the place where it feels dark, where it feels absence, that sometimes in the lashon of Hashem, that sometimes the highest dveikus is a moichi nekapas, not a moichi negapas. Usually we think dveikus. By the way, I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about this thing. I guess today is the shtickle transitioning. That to go there, to crack open the darkness, to be in that Makom HaChoshech, when I'm Makom Gevuras, and to say, if I have to be in this state now, and I don't feel, and I'm not feeling anything now. I don't feel like I have drive, I don't feel like I have momentum, it's a game. But there's a kavanah, there's a reason why you're in this, you're stuck in this place. Just say, okay, fine. I have to serve now the katnas. I the sort of Davish of Katnas. I said now for Katnas means do the small things, take care of the small things. There's always things that you can do even with Katnas and Martin. Then you do Katnas correctly. And then when you do Katnas correctly, then it runs out. Shot is that when Nachasir that Reich, that idea that Chasam and Rachman comes after Gvuras, is when Gvuras comes to an end. When Gvuras comes to its end, and there's a final that talks about Gvuras, okay, so then you go into Rachman. It's automatic. But if you try to get out of Gvuras, you don't talk about Gvuras, then you're just going to be stuck in Gvuras your whole life. You can't be regardless of kids. What's that? Yeah, you can. There's the kids are now already Chodesh Kislev, so let's move on. Moving right along. Now Chodesh Kislev is a whole other way. Chodesh Kislev is already Chodesh Egel. And the Gula means, Chodesh Egel means that we're able to find, and we do find. So back it up. Oh, it was. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Still talking about Buddhas. A person's stock in Buddhas is a nice Tfilah Dafkas, to say it might secret Baal Shem. Just said Tfilah Dafkas. The idea they say a secret of Balshanta, Matzah Shabbos, the school for Parnasa, says three love dafkas. Lav dafka Balshem, lav dafka Matzah Shabbos, lav dafka school only for Parnasa. My answer is that after the Magi was lifted, Chodesh Kislev, Pinson Kislev. The Magi told all the Rebbe, it'll be a Surah, it'll be a special day for us. It's wrote down in the Shabbos Shuz when the Shemayim. It was written by another Rebbe in town, one of the Shoyim. It says that on the day you Kislev is the Yom Surah. Talking about 700 years before. So the Kitzur is the Magid was Nifter, and the Talmid HaMagid were gathered to talk about what's going to be, what they're going to do. And they were sitting and talking, and they didn't see that Al-Rebbe was the youngest Talmid of the Magid. He was in his late 20s. The Magid was Nifter. So they couldn't find him. They were sitting, guys. You can imagine how many Magid were. And they couldn't find Al-Rebbe, so they went to look for him. Where he's going to find him. And they saw that he was sitting in this ridge, like in a tucked away in the back of the town. There's like a stream of water, and he was sitting by the stream of water. They asked him, "What are you doing here?" So he told them that the Magid, whenever he needed, like in the Visa Moichin, he would come and sit in this place. She's coming to say. Asked him, "What's the shop of sitting here?" It says that you can over here you can hear the frogs crowing. Croaking. You can hear the animals, you can hear the life, you can hear life. So this is why he came here. So he came here to be in this place where you can hear the highest animals in the world alive. It's a very big limit to this Meiser. It's a very deep story. On multiple levels. We learned today in the Maimer Torah. There's a principle in Teres Hari that for every Shachas Mad has to be first Allah's Mad. Every time you want to draw out something from above to Ma'im Duchim, which is masculine, waters, it has to be first Allah's man. First it has to be Allah. So you saw God on Thursday. The world is created in such a way that this is a source of tap that draws down a source of level. We create the famous Teres HaMagid, Teres HaShem, Hashem Tzilcha, Hashem is our shadow, or Dam Alamayim Mimach. Dam Alamayim is Mimach, everything above is Mimach, comes from you. So it means that we arouse things that come from above. So what's the Allah's man in the Bria? Where is the Allah's man for Lamshachas man? Where do you see in the Bria that there's Allah's man? That the world is constantly, there's Allah. So it's really, the Allah is in the shir of the Bria. The Bria, the world is singing a song. That's why you say Perik Shir. There's a famous thing, I'm not sure who wrote it, but there's this famous thing from the Kanwainim, we know. Certainly from the Shaimek, from the Noinim, there's a sefer called Perik Shir. And in the Perik Shir, it speaks about different animals that sing the Shir. They say this song, that song, they sing all different songs. So Pshat, they sing the song. What's when they sing? You listen to the dog, and you see it says, what's Pshat? What does it mean? So the Mavet Based on the Kim has different roots, it says maybe it's the Malach of the thing, or Mazel. But the simple pshat means that every Tzuras Chai, everything in this world expresses a certain expression, a certain divine, a certain Gidalikus. Everything is Megalikus. The lion is Megalikus in the way a lion does. And an ant is the way an ant does. Everything is revealing Hashem's presence in this world. Which means that everything is singing a song. Everything has a shir, everything has a song. Everything in this world has a song. Everything is singing a song. Is that the Bri itself, Kvoid, Kavod is Eretz, it's Malchus. The world itself is singing a song, it's never silent, the world is always singing. The world is always expression, the world is always moving upwards. That's the Allah's mind. Why do people get down? Because, ever since the Chet Tzadas, and the Chet Tzadas creates self-awareness. Right? The other person becomes self-aware of himself. And the other Karubim, once they became self-aware, they had Das. They became self-aware about themselves. And what's Chesarim, not self-awareness? Chesarim is really not Chesarim, self-awareness. What's the disadvantage of it? The Chesarim becomes that it becomes about you. Everything becomes about you. So whenever you're thinking about your life, or whenever you think about life, forget about your life. Whenever you think about life, you're always thinking about you in your life. That's normal. That's what people think. You say, I wish I was more successful. Or I wish there's a certain you, and you're projected into these stories, and there's always you. And the tikkun v'chet tzadas, like it says in the Maimer, tikkun v'chet tzadas is daf yitzchak. The daf yitzchak, that the brachos came to Yaakov b'mirma. Why is it coming b'mirma? Because Yitzchak is dafke, the Yitzchak has to do things dafke without das, without Akar. Whoever writes it, the Shloich writes it, the Radzina writes it, and Torah Ishbitz is a big Torah. What is the good? The chiluk in Yaakov between Yitzchak and Moshe Rabbeinu is that Moshe's beginning das, and das, that Moshe's Kiltei Messina, Moshe gives the Torah, that was the son of das in Golos and Tzayim, and then there was a B'nai of das, there was awareness. But Yitzchak dafke, the way Yitzchak, which was like the glory, is dafke b'li das, opposite of das. Yitzchak couldn't have das. You give das, you give the Rav Teisam. But dafke did not das. What does it mean to us? What does this mean? This means that when you, going back to the idea of Buddhas, we'll get to Kislev. I can't say what I don't feel. I can't pretend. It's not a good help. It's not a switch. It's a help. I'll get to Kislev. I don't prepare. I can't tell you.
You have to go Lois Man.
What?
Lois Man.
Lost man. We'll figure it out. Hopefully it's okay there, I guess. So what's Pshat? What's Allah's man? Mine's not common. This is what Pshat is. That the moment you take yourself out of the equation, and you start thinking about the I, the ich. Why are the animals so happy? Why does?
How do we know they are?
It's a shadow.
Sad animal.
We know that we.
You ever seen an animal therapy?
There's a mind that cuts and not red, and not red writes it. B'Shem Magid. You don't see depression in the animal kingdom. Everything is Oizachek and Mukayim. In Mukayim, everything is Simcha. Everything is alive. Everything's alive. Everything's alive. Why is everything alive? You know why they're alive? Why is everything singing a shir? Because they're not thinking about themselves. They're not constantly thinking, they're not busy with themselves. The leaf is blowing in the wind. It's thinking, oh, I should blow really to the right. I don't look from this side. It's blowing in the wind, it's blowing. It has no das. The guy that's blowing in the wind, he's walking the street making sure, okay, the guy's looking at me this way, that way, I'm thinking, what the guy's thinking, what I am, what I'm doing. You miss your das into everything, and then everything it's all about you. And then you're stuck in the situation, and then you can't get out. Because it's like, the more you think about it, the more, it gets even worse. It's back to life. So I'll tell you something, what do you do? I'll tell you something you do with the Alter Rebbe do. You go outside, you sit by a stream of water, and you listen to the animals. It's not me. The world is singing. Every person has a song. Forget about you and what your ambitions are. The Eibush has there's a Ratzon Hashem. Hashem's Ratzon has to come through you. So instead of someone came to Alter Rebbe and told him that he has tightness in Eibush, he needs promotion, he gives a whole list of things. Alter Rebbe said, yeah, it's a good list. But did you ever think what the Eibush needs from you? That's what you need from the Eibush. Fine, that's a good list. These are things.
Ask not.
Huh?
Ask not.
Yeah, exactly. Ask not. So the Eibush has a certain there's a certain kavanah. And the kavanah is that you should look like Chaim Yank. This should be your life. This should be your situation. This should be your everything. The context of your life should be this way. And you have to do the best you can in that situation. Do it. Stop overthinking. Stop putting yourself too much into the equation. Ultimately, you have to eat from the Eitzadas. They're not supposed to be children with no self-awareness. Right? Ultimately, according to Ari, that Shabbos, when Shabbos came, they're supposed to eat from the Eitzadas. But they ate it too early. They ate from the Eitzadas before they ate the Eitzachai.
What would have been that self-awareness?
From the context of the Eitzadat, from Eitzachai. Hopefully the way you look like now. Which means you're very much about yourself, but you have a bigger context. You're living your life in a much bigger way. It's not like me. Me in the context of this tremendous unfolding that's happening, the Ratzon Hashem that's unfolding in this world.
The Rosh the Gevurah state.
Yeah, exactly. They rushed it. They didn't want to be in Katniss. They didn't want to get the Katniss. Just sometimes be Katniss. This is what it means. Sometimes you have to get out of your das.
So this is ingrained in us.
What?
The Rosh the Gevurah.
Yeah, correct. But sometimes we have to get out of our das. When we get out of our das, getting out of our das means just take a motion. Yeah, you're a 50-year-old man, woman, whatever you are. And this is my life. And this is the Ratzon Hashem I should be in this situation. Of course, you can change it. But now, right now, presently. Not for the future, right now, this is the situation. This is David wants from me. What's my song? How am I singing my song? Not about what's going to be tomorrow and how it's going to be in 2 days from now, what I'm going to do. Okay, I'll figure this out. But right now, just lose your das and croak like a frog. I'm a chai. This is the Alter Rebbe. The Alter Rebbe was down. He lost his Rebbe. It was the biggest Katniss that he can experience.
Isn't it a problem with frogs? They always take ribbit.
They say ribbis. It's ribbit.
Sorry.
Definitely needed that, yeah.
Rob with the ribbon.
I know you agree with that, me.
Absolutely. Like a frog. Agree. So, our kids are, you know what I'm saying? This is not Avodah. Avodah is sometimes to just let it go through you. Stop thinking about you. And then once it starts flowing through you, once the chai starts flowing through you, and you're like the frog that's singing. There's not going to be silence. Person goes to Rabbeinu says, "To meal." Silence. Silence is the Malach Malkas. This is silence. But there's not going to be silent. Be alive. It's not about me. Rosh Hashanah has to come through me. What does it mean? I don't know. I'm a person. I'm a father. I'm a mother. I'm a brother. I'm a sister. This is the way, and I have to live my life. And the less das, the more the Rosh Hashanah comes through, because you're not messed up with your own narratives and stories. And once you're already moving, and you get to Yitzchayim, and you feel alive, then then also you can eat from these and das. So this is the avodah. Avodah is, if you're in Chodesh Kislev Mamash, so then forget everything I just said. If for some reason you're still crossing out of Chodesh Hashem, and it's still a little godless, and you think about, oh, this is happening to me, stop, take the eye, move the eye out of the equation. Let go of your das. Stop thinking and overthinking and what's going to be. Don't worry. It's a kavanah. Let the kavanah of you come through you. Let it flow through you. This is what Yitzchak does. Yitzchak, this name is like Gvuras. In Gvura, there's no das. In Gvura says no, there's no clarity. That's what Gvuras are. There's no clarity. And sometimes there's no clarity, you just have to say, okay, let the Ratzon Hashem pass through me. And that's what happened with Yitzchak. Whenever you let the Ratzon Hashem come through, that was Ratzon Hashem. It was Darkidim, or we should marry, and we should make it a bracha. Dafke not das. Because Gvura has to be that dafke not, the opposite of das. Letting go of das. And then you have joy. It's like, then you have joy, and you have laughter. Then you can become alive. Once you become alive, you can really start talking about
Growing in miracles.
Huh?
Growing in miracles. I'm leading you.
And growing to miracles, exactly. Once you're alive, we talk about miracles. But once we're alive, we can feel like miracles. We can get into miracles. You say, ready for miracles, right?
Oh,
Chaim.
Shia, cook up some miracles.
Oh.
So the sitting by the water with the frogs is being present.
Yes.
Gevura, the way you described it, is this being present,
Yeah.
but with good or bad, because you can have
There
bad.
you are, yeah.
But then you said that Achamim would draw you out. Don't you need to project yourself to it? Don't you need a...
That's not what it was. The Allah Saman is just recognizing you're singing Hashem's song now. Right now. Your life is a divine symphony. But it's a divine song. Once I recognize that, there's movement, then I get to...
There's one bird that doesn't make any song, the woodpecker, but it drums. They communicate by drumming. They don't, so you need the drum with
I
the...
know a lot of people
to talk that color.
Yeah, a lot of people get out of woodpeckers. We're getting the flow. We can get there.
Alles close up, it stops the
Yeah. la
So from the Gevurah we got the Rachman, Abiyah Stavach, Chodesh Agula. So we're standing still by the creek, and we're hearing the animals crowing, cracking or crackling, croaking, crowing. Whatever they're doing Hashem's work in the world. And we get into this, in the Perek Shira, he writes a Pele Nivra Elovidus Hashem. So the whole reason why we have a mouth is to give Sharach Nidon. Then slowly something starts opening up. Says in Tayasari that a nest, a miracle, is two Shemas, two different names. It's Shema, which is 45, and Shem Aleph Daled Nun Yud, which is 65. So 45 and 65 is an S. So that's what he writes. There's Machadosh, there's the general Shema, and there's the Machadosh, the Shema, the Tikkun happens, the Machadosh. What's a Shema? Shema is very simple. Shema means what? Bemis, the shine of what is a very, very simple question. The Agnom Zohar says there's a shine of me and there's a shine of ma. There's two types of shines. The shine of what and the shine of who. It's a very different type of question. The Rashi of Parshas Boy that speaks about the Al-Bonim, and he says that Moi is Ma. That's the shadow of Ma. He says, Tinik zeh tipishu ve'ena dei lahagak shalasa v'shel Ma. That he's a tinik, he's a child, undeveloped. Ve'ena dei lahagak shalasa, he doesn't have to ask a real question. So he says, what? You ever saw, you remember your child, if you were a child, what? What are you asking? Why is it? Why is this blue? The sky blue? Why? The question. There's a shyness from Machal. Different types of questions. The shyness of Ma is like it's a very simple shyness. It's a simple shyness. But you're talking about Katniss. You're starting off. You're still in Cotton. You're still sitting by the creek. And the most you can ask is Ma. But the moment you ask the Shiloh, the moment you open and ready to ask the question, that's when Nisim can start to happen. That's when miracles can start to happen. This one Rashi also writes in this parsha, Rivka, Aim, Yaakov Esau. What does Rashi write? Rashi writes. Remember, Rashi writes. Rashi says, I don't know what is the pasuk trying to tell us. We know this. That Rivka is the mother of Yaakov and Esau. I don't know exactly what this is. What Rashi says. Rashi. So Pshat is Rashi saying, it's coming as to teach the question of Ma. This is what's mundane. Sometimes you look at something and you say, this it is. How do you know? You look at your life, you're sitting by the creek, and you're in a state of Avelis. Mamish Avelis, but it's like a happiness, what's the problem? And you're sitting there, and you're thinking to yourself, so you say, you know what, let me stop thinking. Just let me get myself out of the equation, let me get bleed out. And you're sitting there, and then finally you start feeling a little bit, and you turn to him and say, Ma, what's going on? Me means already I'm in dialogue. I'm already in connection. Me means who? It means I'm recognition that I'm in conversation with the person. I can't even ask the question me yet. I'm not there yet. I just want to know, Ma, what? What is going on? What's going on? And then what, when you're standing there with Bittul, and you're standing there by the creek, and you're standing there, and there's no yeshes, there's no das, you just want to know what's going on. The moment you're ready to open yourself up to the question, Ma, then the miracles start happening. And what does Ma? Ma means the Shem Hashem, Shem Adonai, Shem Ma. When you have Akara, that Shem Adonai is Shem Adin. Allah Din, it's the Makar Din.
Is it connect that Ma is the same as for cutting the Shabbos and Emes?
How's that? Oh, Mitzvah Cotton. Yeah.
Is there some sort of connect?
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I'm not so sure, but okay.
Same Gemati as Adam, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Adam is B'chinas Ma. To be alive is to ask a question. And the moment we start asking a question, the Chayzel Blin was once walking in the Blin, and he saw a few people playing checkers. Older people playing checkers. I don't know if you lived in Brooklyn Marshall Parkers, even play checkers. Under something like checkers. But they're playing checkers and playing chess, and the Chayzel Lin is walking in the street, and he turns to his Talmidim walking with him. He says, "You see these people?"
This we didn't say in Brooklyn. We didn't see this in Brooklyn.
What?
We could have
So he says, you see these people that are sitting and playing checkers, you should know that they're already not alive. Saying some mice, the shams mice. I mean, I'm very, this is very scary here that I'm telling these people not alive. They don't know what that ever means. They walk a little further. He said, he told his son to ask his father, what's the mean? So he said, no. Physically, what you saw is correct. They are alive. But they're not alive. He says, the reason why they're no longer alive is because they stopped asking questions. They made peace with who they are, so I think that's playing checkers now. They're retired. The son asked the son, Tata, so he just asked a question. Which means just asking the question means we're alive, ready to move forward, ready to open ourselves up to something. And we want to be surprised. This is what Bechinas Ma is what? It's Koyach Ma, which means Chacham. We want to be on Shachas of Ma. Means we tell the Eibusher, I know exactly what's going on. I don't know what now. This is my Shaila. Surprise me. Surprise me. I'm open because I don't have any expectations. It's not about ich. It's not about I'm your Merkava. I'm here in the world to express you. You want that show to versetzte Zeit? Fine, that's your awesome. I'm accepting it. It's not das, I don't understand it. I'm not trying to put myself into everywhere, but this is the awesome, fine. But now I'm open to the next chapter, to the next thing that you want. After the Gevuras, after the Seva, after the Gevuras, like I said before, the subject says, after the Gevuras comes Rachman. After you do Gevuras correctly, you go to the Chodesh Gevuras and you go there mamash. Now you say, okay, maybe now I'm open for anything. Surprise me. This is what Chodesh Gevuras is. Chodesh Gevuras means, and what's called Gevuras means that there's a completely new way of being, not something that you expected. If it's something that you expected, it's not mamash Gevuras. Then it's the Fiach Gedolos. Gula Mamish means that it takes you out of Golos. We call this a lift in Tzis Mitzrayim. How do we call Tzis Mitzrayim? How do we call going out of Mitzrayim? We call it Tzis Mitzrayim. It's not Tzis Mitzrayim. Why is it Tzis Mitzrayim? It's Tzis Min Mitzrayim. It's not Tzis Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim didn't go out of Golos. We went out of Mitzrayim, so why do you call it Tzis Mitzrayim? It's like Tzis Min Mitzrayim. Because the Lord is that we're still Mitzrayim. There's Yitzhak Mitzrayim. There's Yitzhak Mitzrayim. We took Mitzrayim with us. So yeah, we reached some type of Gula, but we didn't reach the Gula Shleima. And right after Yitzhak Mitzrayim, when we took a little Mitzrayim with us, right away we did Avodah Zarah, which means that we didn't reach the Madrega that we can reach. Before we sang a nigga, but I saw Ner Marash. So it's a Paladik award, but it's something that I have to remind. Ner Marash is some Tzedek's youngest son. And the Marash says in the Maimer that the Madregas Nun, so there's Madrega Nun, yeah? What's Madregas Nun? The 50th Madrega. What's the 50th Madrega? So there's, if you see some sign, it says that if they waited for one more moment, they would have felt the 50th Madrega of Tumah. Right? So there's this. What's the 50th Madrega of Tumah? So the 49 Madregas means that there is mem tes ponim Torah, mem tes ponim Talmud, which means it's a midah, 1 for 1 against the X, 1 1. So there's tuma, there's tara. You can go from one direction to the other direction. It's a midah. What's the 50th madrega? What's madrega's chamishim? The madrega of chamishim is when there's no longer the opposite. There's no opposite. It's cheres. So the madrega in kedusha shar chamishim means there's no longer an opposite. Every day when a person,
Absolutely.
it's absolute. The person is oidash. Let's say person serves. You daven. You had a good davening. And you had a gishmak davening. You felt connected. You had a good davening. And then after davening, you know what happens? Other things happen. You just had such a gishmak davening, and now you're. Because it's a midah. That was one thing. Now it's another thing. I bounce over here. I bounce over here. It's not that it's a shaker. It's a swas emes. Which the emes emes. Because it's not Morosh and Toich and Soifa. It's a little bit here, a little there. Swas emes. What's the madrega chamishim? Chamishim means that I reach a point where it's a cloud. There's no opposite. It's a cloud. The lights are on. It's a different madrega. Just like in Tuma, since my plagues and Mukbalim, if there's not such a thing as of Chamisha Shara Tuma, is there such a thing? Because the 50th madrega of Tuma is not mentioned in Kislev. Doesn't say this. Where does it come from? It comes to Shalom Chodesh, Rechama Chodesh, and all this Chassidus, I'm saying. And the Gra says, no such thing. The Arizal doesn't say such a thing. Shara Chamishim is no such thing. What's the way Mikpshat is? And that is, there is no such thing as Shara Chamishim. We think there's no way for Shara Chamishim. Sometimes you fall so low that you say, I'm stuck. It's not Shara. You don't know, you don't know who I am. You don't know my Yitzhak. I can't get out of this. You sure? Even when Chazal say, "Masik mi yol las shuvah," even after the Ashuv, "Hey, masik mi yol las shuvah," not to rise the Tanya. And you don't allow, but you could. You can always shuvah. What's the problem? The problem is you start thinking. So the reason doesn't say there's a madrega chamishim of Shara Tumah. There is no madrega chamishim of Shara Tumah. What's the problem? The Klal Yisrael reached the madrega of Shara Chamishim that they would have thought that there's no possibility for them to have Gula. This is a Shara Chamishim of Tumah. What's a Shara Chamishim of Kedusha? So their Ma'ash writes like this. And again, Moshe Rabbeinu says that when he was nifta, Moshe Rabbeinu was Chasei Makbel Lakim. There's Men Tesh Sharon with Nidl and Moshe. Besides, Chaser Achas, he was missing one more day. He was missing Madrega of Shara Chamishim. Huh?
The eighth no.
The eighth no. But when he went to Eretz Yisrael, when he was nifter, his kvura was Mulbal Pal. He was in Har Nevoy, and Har Nevoy means Har Nun Boy. The Har that has Nun, which means that he reached Madrega Chamishim Lachem Eilas. Yeah, that's Pshat. The Rash says that Moshe Rabbeinu couldn't reach the Madrega Chamishim because even though Moshe Rabbeinu is an Achnu Ma, which is the Madrega Ma, which we talked about, what? The Madrega Bittul, it wasn't a complete Bittul. And therefore, he couldn't reach the Madrega Chamishim. He says, today, however, today, in Nikas and the Mashiach, every Yid can reach the Madrega Chamishim B'Shayim. Every Yid. What's Pshat? Why? It's very simple. Why? Because Amol, there was a tzura. Forget what Moshe Rabbeinu told Moshe. There was a tzura of a Yid. And this tzura of a Yid had Bittul. And through Bittul, he reached Madrega Chamishim. or try to return to Mega Chamisha. But there was a tzur that happened in Mizbah today, it's a brach and a mention. There's no tzur. And Marash writes, and the reason why Moshe Rabbeinu couldn't reach Madrega Chamishim is because there was still some type of yeshus with the Erech Moshe Rabbeinu. And in Madrega of Yesh, it's a Metzias, and the Metzias can be absolute. Huh? On the Mekolon. That's the Chiddush, that's what I'm trying to say. Ich weiß nicht. Tell you what he says. What he says is that there'll come a generation, which is our generation, that people are going to be, there's two Gesois. Ani Nevresi L'Shamash is Koenig, Ani Loi Nevresi El L'Shamash is Koenig. It's a very different thing. Ani Nevresi L'Shamash is Koenig in Ich, I, which is the whole problem we're talking about the Cheketz Adas, which is the whole reason why you're struggling, the whole reason why you have katnas. Ani Nevresi L'Shamash is Koenig. I recognize that Ani Nevresi L'Shamash is Koenig. But there's Ich. Ani Loi Nevresi El L'Shamash is Koenig means I don't have my personal I involved there. Your Ratzon is coming through me. It's not about me. So it used to be that you were, it used to say Ech Nargonish. To be a Gonish, you have to be something to be a Gonish. You can't just be a Gonish. A Gonish means that you're something and it's a Gonish. But today we're not anything. So there's nothing. So it's Taka Gonish. It's not that there's an Ich and the Ich is a Gonish. Are you following what's going on, what's happening in this generation? But it's widely because what it's saying is because the fact that there is no Ani Livresi, but it's Ani Loi Livresi, there's no Ani B'chal. Web is the Shem. Web is the Gesetzur that you have. There's Loi Livresi. It's only a Likus.
See, you answered what Ma is now. Why the Mizbah Cotton is 9. Because Shabbos, everything is bitter.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
You answered it. See,
You got that?
You got that.
But if you said it.
Yeah, you figured
It's
it
not
out.
me. You just said it's not me. You're talking about me. You just said not me.
The lack of you said it.
Not the lack of me.
Not to
There's
be.
no me. There's no.
Me is one of the notes. The 8th note, we don't know. Anyway.
Kitzer, Pshat is.
Thank you.
Pshat is the Mitzad Ani Loi Livresi, because the Bittul, such a generation, because there is no Tzura, we can reach the Madrega Chamisha, which is a whole different way of being in this world. How do you look at yourself? You look at yourself as a guy that's struggling, and one day it's harder, one day it's toy, there's a shoftim, every day you have another opinion, every time you daven it's another thing, what's going on, and you're moving and jumping, and you feel like a pinball. And then one day you wake up and you realize it's not about me. Ma, Chodesh, I have no das. Even my grace das was. Says the Ratzon Hashem has to come through you. And therefore you could be Mandi Yuzei Rav. The lower you are, the higher you climb. The less you are, the more you are. So the less you are, the less you take yourself out of the equation, the more you become. You have Shai Chamisha. You know what Shai Chamisha means? You know what it means to Shai Chamisha? Talking about miracles. You create miracles. Shai Chamisha, it's all only perfection, goodness, light, avon, love, everything you need. So to get to that, how do we do? We just have to do one thing. Ma, get yourself out of the equation. Take the little yesh out of the equation. And then Marash promises you can reach the very conditions every time you're struggling. Every time you're going through, whatever you're going through this world. Every time you're going through a mulchama, an inner mulchama with yourself, you have to say, I'm no longer doing this. I'm no longer doing battles. I'm no longer fighting. There's no reason to fight anymore. I'm already a tzaddik. But you're not, then you don't, I know that. We all know the story. It's true. But you are. And then when you think this way, everything starts changing. Everything starts changing because you're there already. Right? When you're there already, everything's all the brachas covered. This is not there Chamishin. This is really what Chanukah is about. There's Chanukah, Shemekah, it's all the same idea. Mavila, Cheres, it's all this idea of coming to that place. That's why it's called Shagula. Afghan Golas. It's not Yitzis Tzara. It's higher, it's an end of the place. It's higher than Yitzis Tzara. Yitzis Tzara is ready, Yitzis Mitzrayim. The Shtik Mitzrayim comes along. This is Yitzis Mitzrayim. This is Yitzis Mitzrayim. It's higher. We should recognize the potential of the moments.
He wouldn't have been able to question Hashem. He had to be
I guess that's not true.
Yeah. Melava
speak Chap. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, no, that's the word.
That's right.
We're in the rhythm, we're in life, and we're singing.
Comes automatic.
It's automatic. We're not in mind, not in this. Nothing else to add. Just to say the singing before the beginning of Yavach Ben Amosecha on Hashem. Say the Chodesh everyone said that when a person says Hallel, he says on Hashem, you can reach that all the Shorim are open. So the Chassidim thought that he meant on Hashem Mashiach, on Hashem Aslicha now. So by the next dish, he said, I didn't mean on Hashem Mashiach. I said on Hashem Ken Yavach Ben Amosecha. And Yavach Ben Amosecha means I'm yours. Not even on my ears. The Avducha, but then Amosecha, it's generational. My yichus is that we all belong to you. And this is the Dara of Hashem HaShalom. Mashbim Loisei Titzadik. Before we come down to this world, this is the Dara, we took an oath. What's the Dara in Hashem HaShalom? What's the Dara? What's the dead that we took? And that is one that he took before he came out of this world. Mashbim Loisei Titzadik. And like we've mentioned a few times in Tzemach Tzedek, Tzemach Tzedek says, what's Mashbim Loisei? Mashbim is not only an oath, Mashbim is Seveya. So when the Eibusha gives you a Mashbim, it says, take an oath that you're going to be a tzaddik, Mashbim Loisei gives him the koyach. Mashbim Loisei Titzadik, he fills the money, Mashbim Loisei Titzadik. This is who we should. This is the neder that we took before he came out of this world. The Shama came out of this world and said, I'm going to be on the Madregas Chamisha. I'm not going to be in the middle of Memtes. I'm going to reach Vani, Vana, Nalcha, Koi, and Nishlach, and Nishua Aleichem. Nalcha, Koi is Chofhei. Koi, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Lekeinu, Hashem Echad. Chofhei is Leis Aleichem, Shema Yisrael. That's the highest to get to the top of the mountain. And then Baruch Sheikh, Koi Machus, Leil Vod, Schodal. Zohar Chodesh writes that will come a time the Shema Yisrael Hashem Lekeinu Hashem Echad will add a Vav. Baruch Shem Koi Mechus Leil Vav, not Baruch Shem Koi Mechus Leil Vav. Because today Shema Yisrael Hashem Lekeinu Hashem Echad, Baruch Shem Koi Mechus Leil Vav, two separate things. It's only 49 Madregas. Shema Yisrael Hashem Lekeinu Hashem Echad, you close your eyes and you say Hashem Echad, and you mamish, you feel yourself mamish Natsilis. And you open up your eyes and the guy next to you is picking his nose. Or in the Chlal, you have a fight with this guy because of this, he stepped on you once. So what do you say, Baruch Shem Koi Mechus? Okay, then it is Baruch Shem Koi Mechus. The Eibusha's Malka should become down this room. Echad, mamish. But there'll come a time that we're not going to have to close our eyes and open our eyes. Now you have to close your eyes. You have to close your eyes. When you get to Shema Yisrael, you have to close your eyes. Because it's not the world you see. You have to close your eyes. Shalom Kodesh writes when the person says Shema, they should imagine themselves as if they're leaving Messias Nefesh, as if he gave over their Shema. Echad. It's ultimate kus. Another likus. That's it. Nothing. No me, no problems, no nothing. Baruch Shem Koi Mechus Leil Vav means V'Elohu Yeh Hashem Echad Shmo Echad. Yud Kei Vav Kei Yeh Lost love is Yud Hey Yud Hey, not Yud Vav Kei, Yud Kei Vav Kei. But V'Elohu Yeh Hashem Echad Shmo Echad, the Vav will become a Yud, and Shem Hashem will call Yud Kei Yud Kei, and the Vav will go to Baruch Shem Koi Mechus Leil Vav, which means Shat is Pashat. You know what Pashat Shat is? It means my life is Kvei Mechus Leil. It's not Shema Yisrael Hashem Lekeinu Hashem Echad. And then Kvei Mechus Leil, this is another, the Echad of Shema Yisrael Hashem Lekeinu Hashem Echad is what's revealed in Baruch Shem Kvei Mechus Leil. The ultimate Achdus, Shema Yisrael Hashem Lekeinu Hashem Echad, is this Gala in Kvoi Malchus Eluvod, in my life, the way I'm living my life, everything that I'm doing in this world is revealing Kvoi Malchus Eluvod. How do we do this? Ani Avcha Ben HaMasach. Once you realize Ani Avcha Ben HaMasach, and then Monday you say your once you get this, the Kuda, Madrigas Chamishim, then there's Cheres of everything. Cheres of Malachamadas, Cheres of Yitzhara, Cheres of Chad, Cheres of everything. And that's who we are. We come from that place. This is we were given this koyach to reveal ourselves in this world. It's not so serious, by the way. No, I'm serious. I say it's serious. It's not. It's not serious.
Together.
It's happy serious. Serious is not enough to be called. You think. If you want to be serious, you have to be sad. You think serious means sad? No? When you think about someone serious, how does it look? How does it look in your mind? Someone serious. It was very understanding.
I have different serious looks.
Okay, fine. You're an American, so you come from a whole other, you don't have the whole baggage from other people. Whatever you want to call it. People from the Holocaust, and they come from, it's a whole other story. It's a whole other story. When you imagine like the holiest moment, you see a person crying. The holiest moment, you see someone laughing too. Right? Play Machus level of we ready? I think we got there, so I think we're done. No, it's from Tared. We're not talking about. We don't have to sing. We just have to sing. We got the Majay of Minds of Achlam manifesting miracles. You want to know how to do it?
You already told us.
That's it. Come on. Just let it flow through you. Stop being a blockage.
Get out of the way.
Get out of the way, exactly. Lush and take a hike. And everything's gonna be good, it's gonna be volley. There's so much brachas to come down to this world. We're busy with, the seichel, with screens. Screens of Das. You with me?
Yeah.
What was the whistle? The whistle was part of like excitement? Or was... No, I like the whistle. Everyone should listen. You know, when the Bob Chapman started whistling, it was a Vilna Zach to whistle.
What was that?
If I said so, they have the middle, like in the 19th Shalomits, one day, middle of they turned around and went like this to someone, put his hands like this. No one knew what he wanted. What does he want? He was going like this. Till there was like, an American that knew that, ha! Probably wants to whistle. So the guy started whistling, everyone was going, whoa, whistle. Kids and they were starting to whistle. And someone took a picture and printed the picture. In I won't say it was a bad publication, but it was not the Eid, a different one.
I'll deny it.
Yeah. Kids, the Babasha the Five. It was a picture. The next week, the people wrote in letters. The Babashas, not Sebastian. She shouldn't do that. It's a desire. You shouldn't pick pictures. Whistling. He's a chassid. That was no whistle. It's not a whistle. Whistle is Vilna Zach. So I apparently they never saw these letters. Someone showed it to them. So the next Fabrengen, the Rebbe said that there's a pasuk. The Gemara Chum, the Gemara says, Yisru Chen, that the plus Lord, that we're going to whistle on the Lumas, that we're going to, Mashiach is coming, we're going to whistle on the world. Unpfeifen, you ever see Yiddish expression? Unpfeifen the world? Says that's, we're trying to bring in Mashiach, so it's a clue of unpfeifen the world. They started whistling then.
I thought Mayor Abacero was the official fight.
Then he became, because he was the only one that knew what they wanted. Nicht so,
Die Gehirne, man, du hast auch
Was ich kann nicht sagen. No, so I also had the same story.
Zo vond dat ze geen gedaan.
Yeah, no, so I wish
Dat is hier ook staan hier in 4 vertok zo.
Yeah, it's part of the whole trauma. No, but that's true. Listen, I was also raised. We never whistled, especially in the house. Inside, you never whistled. You know, you don't open an umbrella. I was in Russia. I was once sitting. I was in Petersburg, Leningrad. I was a Bach, there was yeshiva there, whatever. So I was sitting on a stone in the winter. And talking to some Bach, we were sitting and talking, schmoozing, and all of a sudden this little old babushka comes over and starts screaming at me in Russian. Then I remember my Bubba used to tell me I'm not allowed to sit on stones. You're not allowed to sit on cold stones. So I said, I put it together. Probably she spoke Yiddish. Was an old little lady. I said, what's the problem? She said, the toilet is kalte Stein. I said, where's the Stein? She said, all the Russians know about this. I said, that's very costly. Okay. So what do you mean? We picked up a lot of stuff, you know. They hate us. No, I'll tell you, it was a funny.
Zag je nou eens wat ik hier.
I want to tell you a very funny story also. There's an audio. Someone's played me an audio. That Schlegelner came to Fabreng, Tosh, maybe Chof. So he was still already, you know, not Tosh 1960. Came to Fabreng Yeshiva, Lubavitch Yeshiva in Montreal. And the Mashpir, there was Pinyakarf. Son was not Pinyakarf. He's the guy they cut his beard. No? Mendel Lechter and Pinyakarf. So before Mendel Lechter, they cut the Pinyakarf. This is also a big Mashpir gebaat. Our kids say, you hear Shlomo say this. Pinish in our race became unfine with five. So I'm saying this goes back. It's not.
Het is geleid.
No, it's geleid. Yeah. Pinish in our race became unfine with five. And it was on five. And you know what it means to on five? I don't know if there's a good expression in English for this. No. In Yiddish, there's an expression. Five is not like. It's nothing. You give a whistle on the world. That's the tuna. Huh?
Don't give it down.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
The
the 5 is even better.
5 is Yenem.
5's a come. Like I don't care. All right.
We drove cross country twice in the last 3 years with the trailer. We went cross country driving. Did a lot of piping.
You did. What? Yeah, 5. I told you, the Americans not a 5. They don't have this whole issue. Do you have a whistle, Packer?
I'm good when I'm
Let
driving.
me hear the whistle, though.
My wife doesn't complain. What's she gonna do? She's stuck in the car with me.
Okay, you hit a whistle now, look up this nigga. Go on, nigga with a whistle. A whistle, nigga.
I can't when I'm smiling.
No, you're not whistling. It's a very hard
Ishe man den Möller,
Hallo, Shavoi, to the beginning. Maar we niet. Ramadan is the way, lang is het.
Nice to see you. Amen.
Oh, where is it? No, I'm saying it's here. You move back here. Yeah?
It's okay, right?
I'm saying you move back to where you moved to.
No, next to
Oh, that's a room. Listen to the flies. Wow. Go ahead. What's